fact that I have to do another depressing rant about one of my favorite teams for the second time in 4 months. Not the best start to a Monday, but you know what? Has to be done. Last night, the New England Patriots lost Super Bowl 52 to the Philadelphia Eagles by a final score of 41-33. Where do you start? There was almost literally a mile of total offense. Over 1,000 yards between the two teams. Bunch of points put up. First things first, though. Anyone that says that Tom Brady is the reason that the Patriots lost does not have sports IQ. Brady was far from perfect, but kept them in that game. The man broke his own Super Bowl record, throwing for 505 yards. That's absolutely incredible. And the man's 40. The defense is what lost in that game, and especially the play calling. Defense and play calling. If you're the Indianapolis Colts or the Detroit Lions, your coordinators are coming in after having some of the worst performances of their career. Josh McDaniels' play calling at times cost the Patriots their season, especially last night. Matt Patricia's defense gave up the most points and yards that the Patriots had ever given up in the Belichick era in the playoffs. That's not something you want, especially with a new head coach coming in looking to bring you back to the playoffs with two slumping teams that certainly have potential. You know, the Malcolm Butler thing is just, where do you go with that? This has been a player that's given you everything he's had since he got here as an undrafted rookie from West Alabama. This is the same kid that 3 years ago gave you your fourth ring and saved the hopes of every New Englander that there was. And he became a Pro Bowler the next year. He's been one of your more consistent defenders. Because he's sick and takes a separate plane, trying to get himself ready to prepare for the biggest game of the season, you bench him? There's no explanation for that. It's not acceptable. We always say in Bill we trust, but that's one of the moves that it leaves you speechless. Unless there was something that Malcolm said that really just set Bill off to an extent like that. But even when people talk in the past, you look back to 2011, Wes Welker goes running his mouth before the divisional round, and yes, Belichick sat him, but it was only for the first series. But look at the effect that had on the game. The Patriots offense, after going 14-2 during the regular season, was out of sync all day. The Jets dominated them. Look at the same thing last night. Aguilar, Jeffrey, all these excellent receivers from Philadelphia running all over the Patriots defense that we haven't seen since week one. It was literally like the game where the Kansas City Chiefs came into Foxborough and ran all over the Patriots. It was like that defense had been reincarnated after being one of the best scoring defenses since that result. The Patriots that came last night, I still don't believe are the true Patriots. Okay, this is just unexcusable coaching errors. Mental errors on the part of countless players, and just Philadelphia knew how to take advantage of it. Nick Foles came and played the game of his life. He didn't make the mistakes, and that's all his team needed. Unfortunately, the mistakes of the Patriots made him look like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It was like he switched roles with Tom Brady for a game. Again, not that Tom Brady lost in the game. He was superb, but he was far from perfect. Even though he threw for 505 yards and 3 touchdowns, there were throws he missed that cost them substantial opportunity. He missed Gronk down the seam a couple times. Early in the game, he missed him on a slant route that if he threw it maybe 2 feet higher would have been a touchdown. Let him go up for an area where only he can get it, and the pass was almost picked off. Brady was obviously not himself, but he kept you in that game even though he wasn't perfect. Brady deserved to win that game. The defense let him down. You know, it's been 6 years since the Patriots lost to the Giants the second time. Obviously, Super Bowl 42 is going to hurt more than this. But even though the Patriots have 5 rings, and as a Patriots fan, it still hurts. 5 rings doesn't make this any better. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're New England or Cleveland. Losing's not easy. As far as Philly goes, hopefully you have a city left to celebrate in tomorrow. Hopefully you didn't burn the city down, but hopefully you had some fun and celebrated your first title ever. You guys certainly earned it, but as far as New England goes, you have to look at the mistakes. The better mentally tough team, the better mentally disciplined team won last night. Definitely something to work on in the offseason. Do I think the Patriots will still be in Atlanta for Super Bowl 53 next year? Absolutely. Brady's going to come back, keep dominating the league like he always has, continue to test Father Time and give him a taste of his own medicine, and just, he's Tom Brady. He'll be back ready to go. Julian Edelman will be back ready to go. We're finally going to get to see this offense at its full power that we thought we were going to get to see this year, and that's what brought up talk of 19-0. Patriots certainly weren't perfect. We proved it last night. Maybe they'll get a chance to be perfect next year. Maybe they'll get a chance to finally be not done and get ring number 6.